Hey, I'm Angie.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're
Happy Healthy Vegan. So I asked Angie to come in and join on this response video because you guys would never know it, but when I do these response videos about anti-vegans, we'll watch them afterwards together, and she has these great reactions and responses. I'm going, hey, I gotta get you in on these.
Surprise! So we'll see. So I haven't seen any of this footage, so it's gonna be like totally fresh responses
for you. So basically, yeah, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, Joe Rogan had a 6-month stint as a vegan.
No way.
So he says.
What?
So let's just jump right in.
All right.
And I've considered vegetarianism, and when I was fighting, I was a vegan, or a vegetarian rather, for, I guess I was probably considered vegan. I don't think I was eating any cheese, and I wasn't drinking any milk. But I did that for like 6 months. It just didn't agree with me.
Didn't agree with him? You think it was like, it like gave him a stomachache or something, or like he just didn't like it?
Didn't like eating just plants?
You know, I mean, maybe I didn't do it right, and I never did it again. But I was doing it to try to lose weight. When I was also not eating enough. There was a lot going on there because I was trying to fight at a low weight class.
Sure. Oh, I get it. He was on one of those celebrity vegan diets like Beyonce or something.
Yeah, we hear, ooh, go vegan and lose weight. Well, there's a problem with that kind of thinking.
Yeah, okay, so veganism is not a diet plan to like lose weight. It's a philosophy, it's a way of life. It is a way of eating, but that's part of a larger concept. So
way of eating, that means eating plants.
Yeah.
No part of that means restricting calories,
which he also said he did.
Yeah,
he said he wasn't eating enough.
He said he wasn't doing it right, not eating enough. Yeah, that's not called going vegan. That's called calorie restriction.
You know, I will give him props though for saying that he probably wasn't doing it right. So he's already said like he probably wasn't doing the vegan diet right, and I'm sure if we had seen his diet plan, we probably would have had some critiques and some suggestions for him.
If you are watching, Joe, and you really have interest on doing it right, we'll send you a free copy of Angie's book, Keep It Carb Baby. That'll set you straight, bro.
I feel like you've offered him that before.
Yeah, well, one to him, maybe he'll take it up.
That would be amazing.
Because the internet came along, and I started watching those videos that a lot of them that PETA puts up of factory farming.
Oh.
And
terrible.
It's horrible.
Oh, my bad. I guess he did realize that there was like more of a moral, philosophical thing behind veganism. That's a surprise. So he kind of went vegan for the animals?
Yeah, and to continue this thread of morality and ethics, his guest on the show, Donnie Vincent, continues on with this train of thought.
If you make yourself the cow just for a second, if you remove yourself just for a freaking second, and just say, like, is this how I would want to be treated? Is this how I would want to live? Is this how I would want to die? Then you start to ask yourself some pretty big questions that are relatively easy to answer.
Is Joe Rogan bringing an animal activist onto his podcast? How did we miss this?
That's what it sure seems like.
Yeah.
If you can remove yourself from your own ego and from your own comfort and try to visualize at all what these other animals are going through, even animals you're hunting.
Wait, what?
Where did that come from?
Even animals you're hunting?
What these animals are going through, even when you're killing an innocent animal through hunting?
All right, I have to hear what else, because I'm getting very concerned now where this conversation's going.
It's going to make you better and more cognizant of being ethical and treating everything with absolute care, even in killing it.
Care and with killing it?
Okay, he's totally lost me there. I mean, he's saying he's like putting himself into the mindset of an animal, and then he's talking about killing it.
If you're really in the mindset of an animal and you see a hunter, you don't say, hey, hunter, it's cool if you kill me.
I mean, I'm trying to put myself in this weird bro's mind. I guess in his mind, he's saying that it's more ethical to kill an animal that's lived a good life in the wild than one that's lived in the harsh realities of the, like the industrial factory farms. Yeah, which sounds a lot like the way that people talk about grass-fed, like what free-roaming cows like lived a good life before they killed them, or like small farm animals lived a good life before they killed them. Look, there's no way to ethically kill another sentient being. End of story. It doesn't matter if you read them bedtime stories beforehand, held their paw while you killed them, whatever. Like, killing a sentient being is killing a sentient being. It's automatically not not putting aside your ego and
No.
all that woo-woo stuff he said, it totally contradicts everything he said.
Yeah, we're all sentient beings. None of us want to die. All he's doing here is trying to use this, woo-woo argument to justify his sick obsession with hunting. Because as I learned, I found out who this dude is. He's a popular social media hunter.
Gross. Ew.
Really, everyone that's on the earth right now has come from a strong background of hunting. Even if you're the president of PETA or you're a vegetarian, the fact of the matter is your relatives, your ancestors were strong hunters and gatherers, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
What's a strong hunter? Like hashtag
And
thing?
gatherers, too. He seems to be forgetting about the gathering.
Yeah.
And I hear this argument all the time. I call it the my ancestors argument. And they're always being very selective because he's just picking one period of history where they're eating more meat. You go back further enough, you could say you should be eating all fruit because all our ancestors, if you go back a few million years, were fruitarians.
Yeah, you just did that episode.
Yeah.
I'm just getting this gross vibe that he's trying to like come off as like, I'm this sexy, strong man that hunts for my living, and aren't I just so, look at my testosterone levels are off the charts. I'm so manly. It's just gross. It's so obvious, and like, I just like, who watches that? And I was like, oh, I'm so attracted to that. I want to be that guy, or I want to have sex with that guy. I'm not into those vibes at all.
What he's doing, and others that use the same argument, they're using the appeal to nature fallacy, which assumes that if something was done in nature in the past, it's the way we should be doing it now. Like, our ancestors pooped squatting down. Do you think bro
why do you always bring that
Do you
up?
think bro squats?
Yeah, I actually believe this bro does scoots when he's out hunting. He 100% squats and poops, aka scoots. No, I mean there's other things like he's not wearing a loincloth, unlike that Daniel Vitalis guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, okay, let's talk about Angelinos, the people that were living here before us.
Yeah.
It's not so much that they were strong hunters; they were like gathering foods.
Yeah.
They gathered the animals out of the ocean and ate them, and gathered the what are those little nuts they eat?
Yeah, acorns.
Acorns.
Yeah, this guy,
and they ground them because we've gone and seen the site, so you could see where they'd ground out the stuff. They spent a lot of time doing
They
that,
were hunting big game. What this guy's doing is what I call living in a fantasy. He has this fantasy of how our ancestors live that's not grounded in reality. Just this fantasy. He's creating his own mind just justify his sick pleasure he gets from killing innocent animals that he should have compassion for according to his own values.
Is he representing that he doesn't eat anything that he didn't kill himself?
Exactly.
And does he really think that the amount of Americans there are now could return to that type of hunter-gatherer lifestyle?
Let's talk about Los Angeles. Can we release like 10 million people out into Los Angeles to shoot animals?
I mean, how's that going to work out? It's just it's a stupid, unsustainable fantasy that doesn't have any bearing on reality.
But they have to understand, even that's not clean, man. Large-scale agriculture in terms of farming, that shit kills a lot of animals. It displaces a lot of wildlife. You're never supposed to have 1,000 acres of soybeans or 1,000 acres of corn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that shouldn't be done. That horrible, large agribusiness monoculture type of farming sucks.
Vegans are not advocating for monocrop culture.
Yeah, it's not like that. That's like that. It goes to feed vegans. You can buy food from farmers who don't grow in that destructive method.
And it was you and I know who these crops are really grown for.
Yes.
You're talking about the corn and the soybean?
Yes. So if you look at actual U.S. domestic corn use, let's check out this graph here. The big blue chunk at the bottom, that goes to feed animals, livestock. And the next biggest chunk is that huge yellow bit. That's for fuel, for ethanol, for cars.
So it looks like less than 5% actually goes to not food, but the food is even food, seed, and industrial uses.
Combined. So
it's like nothing.
Very few.
Drop in the bucket.
Yeah, hardly any corn goes to actually feed humans, let alone vegans. So this argument sucks. About 85% of the world's soybean crop goes to feed livestock animals, Joe.
Yeah, only 6% is used directly as human feed, and most of that's in Asia. So I don't know who he thinks he's calling out here.
Can't blame it on vegans, let alone humans, really.
And when they're using those combines, they are grinding up bunnies and rats and mice and killing countless bugs.
This is the damn combine tractor argument.
The combine argument, yeah, that ranting Aussie Isaac Butterfield's using.
It will, without fail, decapitate hundreds of little animals, including rabbits, little fawn.
Oh my god, that guy even says that it's killing deer. That's crazy.
I know.
I mean,
like deer are
really?
just stupid. They're just gonna stand there.
These are a bizarre, sick fantasy, by the way.
Isaac and Joe are both doing here is the appeal to futility fallacy, which is, oh, there's nothing you can do. You can't be perfect. You know, a few bugs will get squished.
wow.
And there's got to be some killing, so you might as well kill billions of animals every year. And it just doesn't follow. And in fact, there actually have been studies done to see if these combines suck up a bunch of bunnies and fauna.
Yeah.
And let's check it out. So this 4-year study radio tracked and live trapped field mice to see what would happen to them after a combine harvester went through their field. And they found that the combine harvester had itself little direct effect on the mice. No decapitation, no sucking up
them up
Bambi.
into the thing.
Inevitably, as Isaac said. So both Joe and Isaac once again are engaged in fantasy. And there's other studies confirming this very same thing. In Indonesian rice fields, rats were radio collared and measured, tracked during and after harvesting, and found that the rats just didn't stand there during harvesting. They relocated to other safe areas.
I mean, that makes sense. These are huge, noisy machines. They're going to be rumbling the ground, and like, rats know how to take care of themselves. They're known to be smart. Of course they would move out of the way.
Animals want to survive, just like humans do. And if you saw a large combine harvester coming at you...
Would Joe just stand there and get decapitated? Is that what he would do?
No.
I don't think so.
Same with the rats and field mice.
You know what's annoying is that these anti-vegans don't have any burden of proof.
No,
The burden of proof is always on us. We always have to come up with like the actual studies and the actual facts and blah, 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 blah.
Well, fortunately, the facts and truth are there on our side. It's right there in black and white. Well, Joe has nothing but his fantasies. So anyway, leave your comments and questions down below. What do you think about Joe's 6-month stint at going vegan?
You should give it another try. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And yeah, leave any comments about the combine harvester and such.
No!
So, yeah, that's it, guys. Give it a like, too. And until next time, this goes out to you, Joe and Donnie, bro. Keep it carb, baby. Keep it carb.
Send this video to someone who believes in the combine tractor method.
Changing your mind again. You've got me spinning.